My guest this evening is Simmone L. Bowe, my rider, my friend, my dog in the world of corporate Bahamas and America and all over the place. We are in this together, this fight, I would call it. Queen, welcome to the show. I call her Queen, y'all. So if y'all see us get on a little bit, just don't worry about that. We riders, we in this together, right? Queen, welcome to the show this evening. Welcome back to the show, I should say. It's great to have you. Now, Simmone, we were talking with Owen Wells just a few moments ago, and we asked him two questions: why you and why now? And in part of our dialogue, we talked about the fact that Mr. Wells and other colleagues like his in the PLP, the FNM, and even in the COI have put themselves forth for the first time for leadership at the national level, right? We talked about the fact that they're joining an organization that's well established, been in place for a very long time now, right? 30-some years or more, and they have been invited in. Right? They've been invited to come in and put themselves at the helm of leadership at the constituency level, by extension, the national level. And I want to take that now and put it in perspective for corporate Bahamas, right? And organizations that we coach and consult with, all around the world, and how organizations often get succession wrong. Right?
Yes.
How all leaders don't get the same ability that Owen and other colleagues like his in the constituency area now are enjoying, which is, I raise my hand, I've been given an opportunity and accepted and then put forth. Let's talk about the reality of that in the workplace now, Simmone. People who feel ready, know they have something to contribute, but continue to feel stifled or held back, and then others who are promoted, but are promoted unprepared.
Yeah.
Let's talk about all of that.
So if I can be very real.
Yes, please. Let's run it down.
Real, right?
Let's run it down.
I feel that these decisions are too personal in nature. They're too personal in nature.
Yes.
It's based on if I like you, if you support me, if you're loyal to me.
Wow.
Doesn't matter about talent and potential and all of these other things and readiness for the role. And this is where we are seeing the challenge now in the workplace, where people are put in positions that they're not equipped or ready for.
Wow.
Because we're not putting the proper structures in place to properly assess and to create a pool so that it's a fair and transparent process. Not, let's see. Okay, this person, we cool like that. So I'm gonna bring you in and put you in this role. It's creating havoc in our workplace.
Literal havoc, catastrophe.
Literally, yes.
When we think of that point you referenced about it being too personal, right? You have individuals in a position of leadership who have authority, power, autonomy to make decisions that aren't necessarily challenged enough, right? There's no real talent pool, so you can't challenge who that person is selected. What is the danger to the person, though, that's been promoted or been brought in, that is unprepared, unaware, and unable to now carry out the task? Because it's one thing to get the job, Queen, but when you get it, you got to perform. So what's the danger for the individual now who has not been really given a right opportunity to truly succeed?
Well, this is detrimental to their career. It's detrimental to their brand, right? Because now people already are going to look at them a certain way.
Yeah, because they only pick you because they're so-and-so.
They only pick you because of who you're connected to. So automatically, you're coming in with diminished respect for what you may bring to the table.
Right.
So you already have to fight that battle. Then, what if you're not ready for true?
Wow.
So that means you're going to be required to do some things that you don't even have the skill set for. Don't we see that all the time?
All the time, all the time.
We don't know how to talk to people. We don't know how to delegate. We don't know how to give feedback, assess performance, all of these things.
Yes.
So we have really created career suicide for these people.
Literally, and then by extension, organizational suicide.
Correct.
Because the person who was unprepared, unskilled, unable, unequipped, all the uns, is now going to be responsible for leading the individuals who need to come to work to pay their bill and do some things.
If they stay.
If they stay.
So there's now where you see the problem. This is where we hear all the time. People leave their leaders.
Not the organization.
Not the organization.
Wow.
So if I had enough. I cannot work with this person any longer.
Yes.
Worse if the people who they are leading are more competent.
Come on. And we've seen that. We've seen the leaders become the leader, the person becomes the leader, but their team, and it's not to say that you shouldn't be around smart people, because that's really strategy. But when you don't know what you're doing, and you're leading people who know what to do, I can't see myself being placed as a foreman on a construction site, Queen.
No.
I don't know how I'm from there.
Lost.
That ain't sense.
Lost.
I can't go no kitchen and talk about cooking. I can make egg and chicken. You ain't gonna be hungry, but I can't be no chef.
Correct.
Now, do I understand people? Do I understand how to engage and connect and all of these things? Sure. But I think we overestimate ability and we underestimate what's required in the role.
Correct.
Right?
We're not even thinking about those things. Oftentimes, I'm telling you, it is about loyalty.
Yes.
I need people in my camp.
In my corner.
I need people in my corner.
Wow.
You make me look good.
Yes,
but how
yes,
could they
yes.
make you look good if they don't know what they're doing? They're disengaging your workforce. And now that's not helping you at all.
You run on amok, causing confusion, a walking catastrophe, my grandma would say.
Listen.
Wow. So Queen, let's talk about this generational divide. I'm going to be conscious about my words. Let's talk about the opportunity we have right now to embrace multiple generations across organizations. We have people who are 60-something years old, 70-something years old, leading, working with, engaging with people who are 19 and 20 and 21 years old. What is the opportunity organizations have with that much experience and innovation and ingenuity in one organization? And why do we continue to see it as a divide versus an opportunity?
Well, I think you captured it in that because it's a belief. It's a belief system, a mindset.
Yes.
And so if you look at someone who is very young, 19, 20, oh, you just cutting your teeth. You still have milk around your mouth. You
I
don't
got
have
Nike older than you. Well, Lord's sake.
I've even heard this in the workplace. I have children your age.
My Lord.
Right? And so we're not looking at each other as contributors to the organization, with each bringing valuable contributions.
Yes.
Right? So I've heard people, I've done training sessions where you hear people talk about this, right? And they say, well, they have different values from us. When you really break it down, when we look at younger generations, they're just braver.
Exactly. Braver and less patient, I think. But the less patient isn't a matter of impatient. It's why we take so long to get to this.
Zero tolerance.
Come on, I ain't got time for this. What we actually coming to do?
Right. Make it make sense.
Quickly.
And so I'm not going to wait 10, 15, 20 years for you to get your act together. I'm out. Because my time, my life is valuable. I am valuing the life outside of work as well.
Yes.
So we have this mindset that everything has to be about work. You got to be on all the time. You got to be pushing, pay your dues, put yourself in the grind and all of these things. But the mindset of that has shifted.
Yes.
However, there's value in sticking and staying sometimes, right? Sometimes the hard places are where we need to grow. So when we keep running from what is our process, we're not going to grow and mature.
Absolutely.
And so that's one of the things that I think that the younger generation can learn and understand, right? That's how you build stamina.
Yes.
You're not going to build stamina when everything is easy.
Yes.
When you're getting along with everybody and everything is handed to you and it's perfect. That's not real life.
Come on. If we could take it, if I can make it spiritual for a moment, y'all, listen. The devil is tempt and God is test.
Yes.
And when you was in school, you had to pass the test in order to get to your next grade. And you think that it's strategic for you to hop around from one space to another, one job to the other, one department to the other, but it's really career suicide to an extent, and it's causing you to lose ability through exposure and experience, to learn what it takes to really survive something, to move through something, to figure your way out of a circumstance. When you continue to just abandon and say, man, this is all the best, you rid yourself, you rob yourself of growth opportunities.
Yes.
Because to be honest with you, the only thing that grows in your comfort zone is your waistline.
Oh, that's the problem.
Listen, for as long as you feel comfortable, the only thing that's going to grow is your waist. You cannot grow when you feel comfortable. There's no growth there. And if you find yourself running away from opportunities, running away from challenges, running away from things that feel too hard, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to really mature into someone that's going to be necessary in the workplace, whether you're an entrepreneur or an employee.
That's right.
And so if we talk about then the environments that we bring people into work in, then, Queen, right? Because we want the young people to stay, to stick it through, to find their way, to put their foot down and to really get some things done. We want the older generation to also cultivate an environment where they can be heard and respected and appreciated.
Correct.
What happens when we just have no good, in sense, dumb up leaders, Queen? Let's run it down. What do you do when you make sense but your boss don't?
Oh my gosh.
I'm talking about you know you got it. You ain't pretending to be good. Ain't nobody tell you that you know. Man, I know I make sense. God tell me that. I got one vision one day would say I make sense, but you got one boss walking backwards all day long. What you supposed to do, Green?
I don't know where you come up with these things.
What do you do though? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, and see, to me, that is a learning opportunity, right? Because you may not be able to run right away. You know, that may be the answer, that, I can't stomach this for my entire career. So I get that, and I respect that. I probably have done it a few times myself, right? So the thing about it is, though, is what am I to learn in this instance? Right? Because there's probably something about that boss that you need.
Come on.
Even if it's to learn how to not do something or not be. So the important thing for me, whenever I'm in difficult situations like that, is to understand, what is the lesson here? What is it that I need to get out of this? Because oftentimes when we come in and oh Lord, I can't deal with this person again, and it's always about the person. Well, what about you? What could you stand to gain? Maybe this is an opportunity for you to shine because this is a bumbling idiot. Now people could see, well, wow, this is someone that's a rock star. Let me give them this project. Let me give them this thing to do, right? Another thing that's important, and it is also biblical, is that we have to learn how to serve.
Come on. You cannot be a good leader if you can't first follow.
And the people that you have to serve sometimes are not always the best people.
Come on.
If we think about David and Saul. Saul was trying to kill David.
For Jesus' sake.
He was jealous of him.
On his head.
Okay?
Wow.
But David submitted himself to the authority at that time. Did he like what Saul was doing? He was deeply hurt. But he respected his
authority and the office.
The authority.
Wow.
There are lessons in these things. And guess what? These are also seeds that we sow. Because if you want to now lead,
come on,
then you don't want people like you on your team. Who are going to undercut you, talk bad, not support, even when you're making mistakes.
This is so good. So what I want to, because that's a valid point. When you understand that sometimes the hardship is the lesson. And if you fail the test now, you got to do the test again.
Come back.
So you skip this lesson, and this will stop when you skip grade 1. I don't know nobody who I think I know one person in my whole life grade who skipped grade 1 and it makes sense. Everybody knows skip grade 1. She was going to go back to grade 1 right now because you shouldn't. That's a formative year. You don't skip. Parents, don't let the school tell you to skip grade. Go to grade 1. Do kindergarten, grade, all of them. Do them.
But listen, education, and this is like life. It is incremental.
Come on. And you need each level.
On the
last. Wow, and the next. It builds on the last, and it prepares you for the next. Wow.
We need the stages. We need the process.
It's development. Think about it this way. Each prong on this table, on this thing here, keeps this table intact.
That's right.
If one is missing, something happens to the table. The same is true for the process that you're in right now. You may think that it's too much. And I'm not talking about being under duress and being, morally challenged. And I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about a hard time, a thing that feels challenging and a little bit weary right now. Stick it through, because on the other side of that is your growth opportunity. But Queen, did people tell to be honest all the time? This is weird.
Man.
But talk to me about the why you, why now thing. How do we help people who are gifted, are skilled, are prepared to position themselves for the next role? How do we get them to answer that question in corporate Bahamas? Why you and why now? How is it important to develop yourself for your next role?
That is critical. You can't think that, and I've seen people make this mistake over and over again, where they think that their leader is just going to notice them. And
my word speaks for itself.
Listen, King, you have to prepare yourself, first of all. I'll never forget, and I don't think it's his saying, but he said it. Dr. Miles, he said, preparation plus opportunity equals success.
Absolutely.
There is nothing that you prepare for that an opportunity will not arise. It's going to come.
That's a word.
I remember myself as a young teacher. Looking at, I used to go to Debbie Bartlett's conferences, CEO network. I was far from a CEO. But I sat in that room. I sat in that environment because there was something about it that I saw in my my future that I wanted to develop. So you have to prepare yourself. You don't think that people are going to just hand it to you.
Yes.
The other thing is you have to get comfortable about the things that make you uncomfortable.
Come on. Come on.
I've seen a lot of people in corporate who fear visibility.
Yes, Mom.
Who fear speaking up, offering themselves, talking about their skills and their talents. You got to get comfortable with that.
Yes.
Because people aren't going to notice you otherwise. You know, you have to put yourself in positions to be seen.
Come on. Not to be noticed, but to be seen as a big difference.
Big difference.
Right? What you're talking about, Queen, you talked about I say it this way, visibility builds credibility.
Yes.
Credibility leads to viability. People believe what they see, not what you said.
That's right.
And if they see you doing this thing more and more, better and better, they say, wait a minute, perhaps she is good with so-and-so. They give you opportunities to prove it to them one more time that you actually are able to do A or B. And you're talking about, too, preparing yourself.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, preparation is not overrated. Please show up prepared, right? We are facing a very critical time in our national legacy and history.
Yeah.
We are about to, for the first time ever, elect people who have never been elected before. Right? So many people who have never done this ever in their life have put themselves forth and have been accepted by in their organizations, the FNM, the PLP, the COI. The entire COI has said, hello, I want to bring my learned experience to this office, to this opportunity, and hope you give me a chance to now show you what I can do with what I've learned.
Yeah.
Your experience, your exposure, your insight over the years, it's all building up to something. That's the incremental level she's speaking about.
Yes.
Right? If you skip a level, you miss an opportunity to bring what you skipped.
That's right.
Come on.
And nothing is wasted.
Come on.
Even the hard places. When you get to the next, you understand then why that was hard.
Wow.
Because it now equips me to deal with the next.
Come
I'm
on.
writing a book.
Yes, Mom.
Called Stone Thrower, right? David needed every battle that he had before Goliath to get ready for Goliath.
Come on.
He wasn't a novice. He may have been a novice to Saul's army and the way that they fought battles, but he fought battles before. He fought battles protecting the sheep. He fought battles internally, dealing with his family, being rejected, overlooked. Hello?
Come on.
So we need all of that. All of that he took to the field to face Goliath. Those moments of isolation where he was just him and the sheep and he's out there worshiping. How is it then that this king could ask for a musician and they could bring him? Because he's skilled and he's ready. But nobody was looking at him in his preparation season.
Wow. This is so good.
Hey, it is.